Rick Ross evolved from just being a simple rapper. In that situation, you saw his growth as a person, as a businessman. And it was really amazing to see the situation. Right? So, singer, not only singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, producer, record executive, this man has set up himself that even if he does not sing another song, he is still good. And that is what I want to become the norm. That's what I hope to become the norm. What is going to happen when you can no longer do this thing that you trained for to the level that is expected on the world stage, on the international stage, on the televised stage? What are you going to do? When you can't dunk anymore, when you can't make touchdowns anymore, when you can't rap anymore, when you can't make them laugh anymore, what are you going to do? Because one of the biggest things that I've worried about is the situation for Black people, Black men in particular. Claude Anderson said it best. What we produce, Black people are the only set of people that produce sweat. That's all we produce, sweat. So it's that dangerous, because once we start moving our bodies, there's nothing left for us. That's why you see us majority of the time, once we stop working, it is just stagnation and then deterioration. And that is not supposed to be the case, because it is not the case of any other set of people. And then that is that. But I'm not even looking at a part of race now. Right now, this should be done for everybody, Black people in particular, but everybody. When you step up on a stage like this, when you've started making them laugh, scoring points, playing sports at a high level, I'll even look at comedian Kevin Hart's situation. When you make a certain amount of money, that's 100%. Split it in half. 50% of that belongs to the government. Then split it in half again. Then that other half belongs to all your expenses and all the people you have to pay. That leaves you with 25% already right off the bat. When you get that 25%, split it in half again and put that money aside for investing. Put that money aside for investing, for savings, for emergency. Well, no, investing. I'll be fair, investing. Yep. Then try to believe.
You know why? I don't want to stop you mid-sentence, but yeah, that is, as you said, investing, because of one of the splits that happened already under expenses, that should be a part of your emergency fund and those things that you would need. So that after that split again, which would come down to maybe 12.5% or whatever, that he said real estate, but invest.
I think investing is definitely necessary. And whatever happened, I am guilty of not having this much, but your emergency fund should be able to take care of a year. Pre-COVID, it was 3 to 6 months. No problem. But now, to survive, a year of expenses must be in your account, readily available, liquid, that should anything happen, should a situation arise, that's where you go. You have
Agree,
to,
100%. Yeah, it used to be 3 months, and now it's yeah, it's pretty much reach a year now that you should have.
yeah, agreed, completely agreed. Yes, I will be the first person to say I am lacking in this situation, but I will also say for the very beginning, I have come to the realization that you can learn from anybody. And I have also changed the statement that, so from the common opinion that you can't learn from people who have never done what you have done. I have come to disagree with that statement. I've come to the realization of they teach you what not to do. And when you listen to their regrets, you will know what to do.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't have an emergency fund anymore either.
Yeah, we know why.
No, but
Congratulations, but we know why.
no, that is not it, because emergency fund not supposed to get touched for big purchases like that, or as big asset purchases or whatever. But there are two thoughts of thinking on the whole emergency fund thing. Um, if you have if you've gotten to a certain stage, then you can put aside money that would be liquid, that isn't doing anything except just sitting there. But if you're in the accumulation stage and you have access to very cheap credit, as in a line of credit that can act as your emergency fund, and you have enough funds that in the case of an emergency and you need to pay off that money, you can take money out of your investments and pay off what you borrowed from the line of credit at the lower interest rates. Then that is the philosophy I've been following. Um, so by choice, I liquidated my emergency fund and I put it all into investments. And yeah, so I mean, if there is a real emergency, um, I have access to cheap credit that I can use. And if for some reason the bank say, yo, I want my money, I can pay it off. But yeah, it's not sitting in an account, uh, just looking at me. Just
Okay,
put it there.
yeah, I understand that. And that is a option. We'll definitely look at that more detail for the next one. That is very important. Such options are going to have to be available for people, especially on the lower end who don't have seed money, starting out money. That is definitely a way for them to build. So that's a real good idea. You're gonna have to explore on that next time.
Will do, will do.
So yeah, we looked at LeBron, Jordan, Magic, Rick Ross, Kevin Hart. These people have not just said, okay, I made it. Okay, I'm now rich. I've arrived. I am a whatever title. They have looked for opportunities that were open to them based on this opportunity that they have just achieved. Because they couldn't have made those investments, they couldn't have made those changes until they achieved a certain level of success or achieved a certain amount of finance. financial independence. So money makes money when used
True.
correctly.
Yeah.
No,
Money does make money, yeah.
yeah, definitely. So now we look at the other end of things. I want to look at the boogeyman, the situation of this not working out. And when I was looking at this, as I said before, the first person that came to mind was Mike Tyson. The first person that came, yeah, and you see why? Because I said, even though I think that Don King is a wicked, wicked, wicked man, but it's business, it's cutthroat. But nah, that was heartless.
Yeah, I think he would have still I mean it was beyond just greed. It was just, yeah, as you said, wickedness. Because I mean, whether or not he did that, he would have still gained a lot of funds from Mike Tyson. But basically, instead of help another youth, you basically are try suck him dry, because that's what it seemed that he was doing. It wasn't about um just getting his whatever himself did I go get. It was like, I'm going to try and take everything. It felt like so. Yeah.
Yep. Explain the water contract, Bridget. Explain the water contract. What was in that water? What was on those towels? Crack?
I can't explain that contract. I won't even try. We'd have to get him on the program to do that for it.
Yeah, trust me. When I heard it, I even though I still can't believe it, and I part of me is hoping that it was a rumor. $50,000 contract to the person passing out water and holding the towel. Huh?
Yep.
Where? Sign me up for the next job.
Yeah, for real, for real. Let me just like I say, yo. I mean, if you make 50,000, a lot of people have to struggle every day, and you just get paid for that. Yeah, for real.
Yeah. I'd be there at every training session, and even while he's sleeping, I leave a couple around him just to make sure I work overtime and then do some other work.
Oh, man. Yep, agreed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then Mike Tyson has made some strides, and doing podcasts and appearances has built back to a certain extent. But it would never be like in his prime. It was never be like when he was boxing. The opportunities that he had, the business deals that he could have brokered at that time, to his popularity, to his success, to his fame, he can't do that now.
Yep, agreed. Um, I think um, I think he's around 10 million right now, but yeah, I mean, he should be very comfortable. At least he's one of those who eventually um, um, no, no, eventually came around,
Yeah.
and yeah, there are a lot that never get the chance to recover.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
I
so
think,
true.
yeah, I mean, and that shows you again the power of, or the um, magnitude of what the ones that we mentioned before have done,
Yes.
because you have to overcome a lot of things, including people that try to suck the heck out of you and all sort of something to reach where you are. And I'm sure maybe maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost sure that they heard about what happened to Mike Tyson and maybe several other people, and they put that into their repertoire about, you know, how am I going to prevent this on my way to a billion or a million or whatever it is they set in their head that they wanted to get to. So,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, that should be a horror story for anybody stepping into the limelight.
yep,
Read your
definitely.
contracts. You don't have to know everything, but know something in all aspects. I have to respect that from Robert Kiyosaki. He doesn't have to be the smartest person. You are supposed to be the dumbest person in your on your team, right? And when
Yep.
you're stepping into some territories, you don't have to know everything, but you have to know something and be teachable and be teachable. So when the accountant comes, especially when the accountant comes, when the banker comes, when the agent comes, when the manager comes, you are supposed to know the basics, understand certain lingo, certain terms on there that can potentially screw you over. It is of utmost importance now.
Mm, yep, 100% agree. As we said, the next time we have a meeting, we'll definitely just discuss how to put it together. Something simple that we'll bring to the podcast where, you know, there's something for you to follow as far as maybe an aspiration that you're thinking about or just a goal.
Yeah. So that is real important. Trust me. With the successes, with the failures, with even the unknowns. We have so many unknown soldiers now. And you have to understand that people and society, the world in general, is not kind to you on the way down. The world loves to see you fail. What they love more than a star rising is a star falling. And that brought me to the situation of young Jack. When the people thought that, when they saw young Jack doing Uber and they videoed him, that went so viral, that went so big because they just wanted to say he fell off. And they didn't
Yeah.
know that he was just doing that as a side thing along with his other businesses. Again, like Mike Tyson, he isn't as big as he could have been had he started investing that money when he was hot. But he ain't broke.
Nope.
But what people see from that is the world and society loves to see you on your face a lot of times.
Yeah. No, agreed. 100.
And that is very dangerous. So we have and so many lottery winners, so many basketball players, so many athletes. A year after they retire, a year after injury, they're homeless. Artists, homeless, nothing to their name. There's a certain basketball player that comes to mind, and I can't even remember his name. I think it's Dirk. No, we may not call no name because I'm not sure.
No, call no name, you.
We're not calling names, I'm not sure. But that is the basic gist of this thing. The full premise of what we're talking about here is that congratulations to the people who made it and did it properly the first time. Also, congratulations to the people who learned and turned around. So now those people have to teach others, and those people have to set themselves as an example. And then the owners and the people coming up is to actively hunt for these people, actively look at these people, because no matter how bright a light is shining, if you turn your back to it, you will not benefit from it. If you're not looking in its direction, all you will see is darkness. So they have to be looking for these people, looking to be like these people, looking to emulate these people. And that is how they are going to get better. That is how they are going to continue this trend and continue this trend and build the ranks until this becomes the standard, until this comes into your contract. So once you sign a record deal, once you sign a contract, affiliations, shares, masters, business deals, advertisements, and franchises come standard. That's the goal.
Yep, good word, youth.
Anything you want to add?
No, I think you said it all, man. It's for us to, as you said, for us to just, see these things and learn. I mean, whether from the ones who have gotten to their goals or the ones who didn't set any. And I think that's huge right there. Yeah, people who knew what they were about, and people who didn't know, even though they were at the top of their game, they didn't think ahead. So as you said, we can learn from both sides. The ones who've gotten there or reached self-actualization or whatever it is they decided to reach and are able to maintain it, and the ones who either never had a clue or just didn't put the right things in place to get to where they wanted. So no, I think you said it all, man.
Well, this is fun. Yeah. It's interesting to get these conversations going and to really just express yourself on this, because it needs to be said and these conversations need to be had. So again, we are not there yet. Again, disclaimer, we're not there yet, but we're on our way.
Yep, yeah, definitely, definitely. And we will try to do it more often, with a little more structure. But yeah, definitely. All we need to do is start, which is what we said at the beginning, right? So if we have a goal, we just need to be consistent with it. So yeah, let's see what happens, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, what's the name of this podcast again? What was our original name?
The name of the podcast is Yardi Link Up.
Yeah, so this is another episode of Yardi Link Up. Virgin people, respect. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, and we'll catch you again on the next one.
Yeah, catch you next time. See, peace out.
Peace.